Alright, there isn't a video on YouTube about this, and that's the removal of the brake booster on a 2003 Chevy Impala. I'm sure it's more than just 2003, it's probably like 2000 up to probably about 04 or 05. At any rate, the Chevy Impala forum tells you got to undo the throttle body and this and that and a whole bunch of other stuff. Well, you don't have to undo all that. To pull the brake booster on a 2003 Chevy Impala, like I said, it's probably 2000 to 2005. On the brake booster, as you see here, I've got it out. There's this little tab right here. And that tab, with that brake booster sitting the way it's supposed to, sits at around about 11 o'clock, maybe 10:30, right back here on the back side of the booster. What you do, you crawl underneath there, get underneath the dash, you pull the clip that connects the rod to the pedal. Of course, everybody should know that, but you pull that clip out. You can either do like I've done here and unbolt the master cylinder from the brake booster and set the master cylinder off to the side. That way you don't have to bleed the brakes when you're done. Or you can pull the brake booster and the master cylinder all off at the same time. At any rate, if you don't have to replace the master cylinder, my suggestion would be don't pull the master cylinder completely off. Just unbolt it from the brake booster. As you see, like I've done, leave your brake lines connected and set it off to the side. That way it's out of your way. At any rate, to remove the brake booster, you're going to remove the EGR valve. You're going to undo your throttle and your cruise control cables, and you're going to undo the metal bracket that goes right here, which is this bracket right here. You're going to undo the two 10mm bolts and pull the daggum bracket for the throttle and accelerator and cruise control cables. At any rate, once you get done with that, another thing you want to do is you don't have to do no more than pull these two bolts, this one here in this motor mount and this one here in this motor mount. Then you do like I did. You could do something similar to this. Take a ratchet strap. That's the best thing to use, is a ratchet strap. You see, this is in a real wide ratchet strap. Hook it somewhere onto your motor, nothing else. Put a bolt through here where the bolt goes for the motor mount, and hook your ratchet strap to it, and then use it to rock the motor forward. Once you've done that, then you push that tab, which goes right into this slot right here where I'm pointing at. There's that slot right there, and it's going to be at the top part of this slot. You push that tab back. Use a tire iron. I used a daggum jack handle. And then push the tab back, and then you twist the brake booster. Now, to twist the brake booster, you're going to want to have something that's going to have a little bit of oomph to it, which again, I used a jack handle. Stuck it between these two studs here and twisted it. You turn it counterclockwise. And the brake booster will come out. You don't have to remove a whole bunch of stuff. As I said, all you have to do is remove the EGR valve, undo your throttle and cruise control cables, and undo the bracket that holds them. I've actually pulled the brake booster off of the car that I was just at because the booster's bad. Now on this one, you see if I can get it in here where you can see it. And yeah, I know I'm twisting and turning all over the place, but this is the tab right here. Right there's the tab. You barely see it sticking out there, but there's the tab. You push that tab in, and you turn the brake booster counterclockwise. Again, all you have to do is just undo those two nuts that holds the brake master cylinder, unplug this wire, pull this heat shield, which is two 10mm, a 10mm nut there, and a 10mm bolt down here, down there where my finger is. I don't know if I can, but right down here there's a 10mm bolt. Once you pull that, unplug and undo the EGR valve. This one and the other one that I did, it's two 13mm nuts on either side of the EGR valve. Once you do that, undo your throttle. Let me see if I can get this in here where you can see it. Undo your throttle cable and your cruise control cables. Undo these two bolts to pull this bracket. Well, sorry, I wasn't pointing at it. Undo the two bolts, one here and one here, and pull this bracket right here. Once you do that, undo your two motor mount bolts here and here, and find you something to rock the motor forward. Once you've done that, then the brake booster will come out. But of course, again, that's after you pull the clip and unhook the brake booster rod from the brake pedal. Once you do that, it should be pretty much a piece of cake. It's a little bit of work, but it's actually in some ways a little easier than the old school way they did it, when you had four 15mm bolts on the inside that you had to undo to pull the brake booster. But that's pretty much how you do it. Oh yeah, whenever you go to do that, you want to undo your fuel lines on the 3800. I'm not too sure about the 3400, but I know on the 3800 you want to undo your fuel lines from your fuel rail and move them back off to the side here like I've done. And these are the fuel lines. Undo the fuel lines and this vacuum line from the map sensor, map sensor. You move them back out of the way, and there you have it. The brake booster will come right out, and the one you're putting in, whether it be a new one or a good used one, should go right back in. Anyways, anytime I see a video that I see that there isn't a video giving instructions on something, I'm going to try to post it on Facebook to help you all out. You all have a great day, and God bless.